And we're back. This is Eric Sarver from the law offices of Eric M. Sarver. For those of you that don't know, I practice employment law and business law for small to mid-sized companies, business owners in various fields, including various industries such as hospitality, technology, professional service providers, tech startups, and so forth. And today I wanted to talk about one of the more recent programs in the federal COVID-19 stimulus package. So this is a program stemming from the CARES Act, as some of you may know, that stands for the Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Securities Act. It was passed about 2 weeks ago on March 27th, and it's in place right now. And what I'd like to focus on today is the Paycheck Protection Program, which provides forgivable loans to small business owners, basically to help them to stay afloat during this difficult time. And so I'd like to tell you what you need to know as a small business owner in applying for the Paycheck Protection Program. So the first question you might wonder is, what is this? Well, this is essentially a loan given to a small business whereby part of the loan, and actually the majority of the loan, is forgiven, meaning you will not have to pay that part back, provided that you keep your employees or a certain number of employees on your payroll for a certain period of time, which I'll get into in a moment. And the loans that you receive can be used to pay for these are your employees' eligible payroll items such as their wages, their salary, their health insurance benefits, any vacation time, any paid sick leave. You can also use the loans that you receive from the Paycheck Protection Program for items such as your commercial office lease, utilities, mortgage, or rent. And so with that being said, there's also mechanisms in place for applying for these loans. And the loans are rolling out already. They're already in place. And so I'd like to go over what businesses can qualify, what the loan entails, and what your obligations are, and when you may have to pay that loan back. Okay, so again, this is the CARES Act. This is for business owners in various fields, and we'll start with what businesses qualify. So if you're a small business or a nonprofit, whether you're an S Corp, an LLC, a C Corp, indeed even sole proprietors and independent contractors and freelancers can apply as well. But if you're basically a business with 500 or fewer employees, you can receive these loans through the Paycheck Protection Program, and if you qualify. And so it goes down to one loan per business. Now you can also apply for concurrent loans, such as the Small Business Administration's offering. There's an Economic Injury Disaster Loan, known as the EIDL, but you can't use both loans for this towards the same purpose or the same expense if you get those loans. So again, if you're a business with 500 or fewer employees, you may qualify for this program. Now, you go to take out a loan. There's certain lenders that are approved lenders for purposes of providing you with the funds you need under this Paycheck Protection Program. We'll call it the PPP. And the question becomes, how much can you get? So the maximum loan that is being granted to business owners who apply and who, again, are approved would be equal to 2.5 times your average monthly payroll costs for the previous calendar year. And that's up to 10 million cap. So what that looks like is the following, right? You take payroll costs that apply to, let's say, the annual salaries of your employees, and that amount gets capped at 100,000. So if you paid an employee 125,000, you're really looking at the cost of the salary up to 100,000, along with, for example, any expenses towards that employee's. Once again, as I mentioned, their their insurance programs, health insurance benefits. That employee may have, pardon me, they might have some other outstanding, you may pay for their perhaps parental leave or vacation days, and that's all covered as well as part of your costs. And so once you apply, you take that, again, that's the monthly payroll cost on average from 2019. So you take the whole year, divide by 12, right? That's your average monthly multiplied by 2.5, and that's what you would apply for, the amount you're seeking to get. Now, the loans that a business can get would cover your pay for employees and business expenses during this COVID-19 crisis. There is an interest rate. It's a 1% fixed interest rate. There's the good things about this loan, however, when you're applying, is that there's no collateral required, and there's no guarantor, meaning you don't have to put anything down as equity against the loan, and you need not have a guarantor that can underwrite the loan for you. And in addition, any interest rate of 1% and payback on the loans, assuming part of the loan is not forgiven, that payback would be deferred for 6 months, although during that time your interest would accrue. But as mentioned, it's a low amount of interest. So the goal of these loans is to keep workers employed during this pandemic. That's really the purpose. So if you start to terminate your employees and take them off the payroll, you may still qualify for the loan, but you may not have portions of the loan forgiven. And so what you really want to do is keep your employees on the payroll for a certain set period of time. So you want to look at, again, the costs, as I mentioned, including healthcare benefits, retirement benefits, taxes paid on compensation. And I would recommend talking to your bookkeeper or accountant to see if you can really get a handle on what that amount was in the last year. So the question then becomes, well, will the loans be forgiven then? If so, under what circumstances? If you are taking these loans and keeping your workers employed, right, and if you're not reducing your staff, let's say, by 25%, then, and if you keep your staff on the payroll until June 30th, 2020, right, in order to restore full-time employment and salary benefits, and if you have any staff that are put off of the payroll, let's say they're temporarily let go, you can bring them back in that time frame. But if you can keep your employees on payroll until June 30th, 2020, you can have a large portion of the loan will be forgiven. That's something important to know. You won't have to pay back. It'll be essentially a grant. In terms of where you should apply, the small business owners, such as yourself, can apply through an existing list that the U.S. Small Business Administration has come up with, and you can find that list of lenders that are approved on the SBA's website. So that's www.sba.org. There's also different lenders that have been approved, and the Federal Reserve is now stepping in as well to help some lenders to support this PPP program, right? This Paycheck Protection Program. You also want to keep in mind that it's important to have all of your employee records in order to apply for this loan, and to make sure that you can document your expenses over the next few months. So you're going to want to also be able to show that you've maintained your employees on payroll, that you've been paying them their wages, paying them, which of course you're obliged to do under the law. Interesting enough, the question comes up, what to make of your independent contractors. So if you have a business and you have 5 employees and you also have 5 independent contractors, that's 10 workers in total. The question I've been asked often is, can I count my independent contractors? Can I count the cost and the money I paid them in 2019 towards the calculation of what I'm going to borrow under the Payroll Protection Program? And the answer is no. You cannot count independent contractors or the money you pay them as part of your payroll expenses, right? Your payroll expenses would include your employees. And that being said, this program, again, is available, meaning if you have independent contractors and they have employees, they can apply for this program. And if they pay themselves on a Schedule C, for example, and they're a solo freelance or independent contractor, they may be qualified for this program as well. So these are just some basics around the latest program that has been approved and passed under the CARES Act. This is federal legislation. And you should check with your local bank and check with that's the SBA, the Small Business Administration, to see for a list of lenders that might be approved. My name again is Eric Sarver from the law office of Eric M. Sarver. And if you have any questions, you can reach out and contact me. And my information is here on my YouTube channel. Everyone stay healthy, stay safe, and stay home.